Can I ask you a question? Did you ever have someone kiss you in a crowded room?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our new podcast, Just a Question. I'm your host, Erika, and with me today is my best friend and honorary co-host, fellow Swiftie and artist extraordinaire, Oakley. And we are going to get things kicked off here with our first episode, all centered around TS12. So, before that, I want to do a little bit of an intro. So,
Yeah.
basically, we're going to start by saying a little bit about who we are and why we're doing this. So, I can kick it off first. So,
Yeah.
I am basically just a 24-year-old teenager from Minnesota.
Yeah. What's your name?
Erika.
Woo!
I basically started doing this because I want to connect with other people who have my same interests. Besides my co-hosts that I have on each week will have something to do with the episode. Both of us are from Minnesota, right? Like you grew up in Minnesota. We met
Yeah.
our freshman
In
year of college
college.
at
We met in college.
Northwestern.
Yes.
So, I was an English major in college. I currently work at an immigration law firm right here, sort of near the Twin Cities. And Oakley, when he first came to Northwestern, he was
Yeah.
an art major, right?
Yeah, I was an art major. And we
Yeah.
met our first
So
year of college.
we did, yeah. And what's so funny to me about this story of
Oh
how we
my
met
gosh.
is if you hadn't dropped your credit card in the dorm hallway, like we
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be friends. Like, well, I
Exactly.
never say never, right?
Yeah.
Like we're both
I
saxophone players, you know, like
yeah.
but like it sort of started like a chain reaction, right? Like I
Definitely.
happened to have your number because of the saxophone group chat.
Section group chat. I remember.
And I was like, "Hey, I think this is your credit card."
Yes.
And
Yes.
so then,
You found it in the stairway, right?
yeah, of the stud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's just like
How we
crazy to me.
met.
This all started because of a credit card. And thank goodness I was the one who found it and then I tried to contact you, right? That's just
Yeah,
like the most
exactly.
cosmic thing to me. Like, if some random person had found it and
Oh,
like,
they would have taken it. Well, thank goodness they don't know my PIN number.
hopefully not at Northwestern, they wouldn't have. But
Yeah, Jesus school.
anyway, so then we sort of hit it off.
Yeah,
Obviously, we were both in the symphonic band and the jazz band, and
yeah.
then, we had a great band trip to Arizona. We hung out that whole time, and then COVID hits,
COVID.
and that's sort of where like things get thrown out of the loop because we all went online, and I didn't see you for
Yeah,
a few months.
yeah. And well,
Until
I
I
didn't see you. We went online March of 2020, and then I think it was like a month and maybe a month or maybe a month and a half later. Remember, you packed up my entire dorm. And then you shipped all of that stuff. I mean, you packed it all up into your cars and your vehicles, and then your family just, ugh, bless your family,
Yeah, I think we were on
drove
our way
all
to
the way to
Moorhead,
me. Yeah.
actually. So it was just sort of on our way. Yeah, and so after that, like, since then, it's sort of been like I only really saw you when we went up to Moorhead to visit my grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that whole chain of events is just like crazy to me, and the fact that it's 6 years later since we met, and we haven't gone to
Definitely.
school together since
Yeah.
2020, and like
Yeah.
now
Lord.
we're like on a podcast,
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I'm originally from uh, near the Twin Cities area, about 45 minutes northwest of there. I grew up in a very musical family. My parents both teach middle school band, and so my brother and I are very involved in music. I'm still in a community band today because I love it so much. And yeah, I mean that's sort of a little bit about my background. So
Yeah,
hopefully you
yeah.
can, you know,
Take
go
over
ahead and
it.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. All right. Well, my name is Oakley, and my background, I grew up kind of everywhere, to be honest. I was born in Texas, Dallas, Texas. And then
I didn't actually know that.
yeah, what? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeehaw!
Wow, yeah, yeah. And so I was born in Dallas, Texas. And then just a quick synopsis of like all the places we moved. But started in Dallas, Texas, then we moved to North Dakota, then back to Texas, and then to South Dakota, then back to Texas, and then to Minnesota. And now
Wow,
I'm here. So zigzag, a lot of like back and forth.
that is a lot of zigzagging. Yeah.
Exactly. It's honestly, it's too much. Anyways, yeah, so I kind of got stuck in the Minnesota area um the beginning of high school, probably around like 8th grade, ninth grade. Um and then I did all of my high school in southern Minnesota, and probably my main source of like community was in band. So you had your connection to band with like your parents, and then also like you being a fellow a band nerd, you and me both. Yeah, so I found community in my band group, and so yeah, and then I soon eventually applied to the University of Northwestern and got a little a band scholarship. So it was fun. It was and that's pretty much how I got to meet you. So we were in jazz band together, and we were in
Yeah.
symphonic band. It's such a good time. Yeah, yeah. And I'm glad it was you who found my credit card on the stairs. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So yeah, that was a time and a half.
it was. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
It's mhm.
uh, then you transferred to NDSU. That would have been.
Yeah. Yeah, that was 2 years at Northwestern. So like my first year was that's when like the pandemic happened, and then my entire second year, that was when it was just second year, but I stayed online and I was at home like 2 hours away from campus. And you guys were on campus, but you were masked up, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the whole mask policy, people like did it, but like they didn't do it right. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like
Right.
they didn't. That I would see people like in the stud, in the
Had
dining
to.
area. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yep. It'd be like right here, and I'm like, dude, that it doesn't make any difference if it doesn't cover your nose.
Yeah,
Whatever. Yeah,
definitely.
because people, you better believe the second they like pulled back that mask mandate that
Mm-hmm.
nobody was wearing it. Like people could
Yeah.
if they wanted to, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think that was sort of the beginning of my junior year. That was sort of how they did it, but yeah.
Yeah. So so all the while you were doing that, I was stuck at home. And yeah. So then the ending of my second year, I transferred to NDSU. Sadly, because I had to like figure out what I wanted to do in life. And so transferred to NDSU, and um I changed majors to landscape architecture, which I have just finished my degree this year.
Slay. Yeah, a
Yeah.
master's.
Yeah, I don't even know how I did it, but
He's
yeah, so
educated.
I am now a master of landscape architecture. It's so weird to say that, but transferred fall of 2021, and then I graduated May of 25. So,
So, the main thing that I wanted to touch on today is just this little, up and coming indie artist
Yeah.
named Taylor Swift. I don't know if
I
any
don't
of
know if you know
you
her.
recognize that name.
Yeah.
She's apparently releasing her 12th album. It's called The Life of a Showgirl.
The life of a
And she
showgirl.
was recently on Travis Kelce's and Jason Kelce's podcast called New.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be breaking down some of the things that we've learned about TS12 and just talking about our theories. And it will include plenty of bread puns. So
Yes. Bread.
just get right into it. So
Yes.
first I want to talk about sort of your first impressions of the name Life of a Showgirl, because how it happened, right? We had
Yeah.
last Monday, a week ago,
Oh my gosh.
was that countdown on her website with the sparkly orange background, and none of us really knew what it meant. We figured it was TS12.
Mm-hmm.
And so the countdown ends, it's 11 o'clock, and I'm refreshing the page. I can't get anything to load. And I happen to be watching a live stream of Chats and Reacts on.
Yeah. Oh, I love them.
They are so funny. And so they had the live stream going, and people could comment on that. And so they were freaking out too, because nothing was happening on their end. And they were like, "Oh, the comments are saying go to the podcast. Go to the podcast." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So then I went to the podcast, and there's this clip, and she pulls out, at the time, was a Blurred album cover, right? And she was like, "This is my new album, The Life of a Showgirl."
What do we got?
We got,
Briefcase.
yep,
Mint green with TS
Yep.
on it.
yep.
What's in it?
This is my brand new album, The Life of a Showgirl.
TS12.
The Life of a Showgirl! And I'm like, the what? The what now? So crazy. It was like the most surreal moment to be a Swiftie. Just like, first of all, she's announcing
roller coaster.
her album on a Football Bros podcast.
Definitely.
Travis Kelce's podcast was where we learned about TS12. Who could have predicted that?
Nobody. Nobody.
That was crazy. Like, right away, I'm like, Showgirl. That makes me think sort of about the I Can Do It With the Broken Heart performance on the Eras tour with the feathers and, like, the showgirls, essentially. Like, right? Like, she has to...
Exactly.
I Can Do It With a Broken Heart comes after The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. And basically, she has to, like, pick herself up and put on a show, right? So she's a showgirl in that, set, in that part of the set. So, to me, it was giving I Can Do It With a Broken Heart right away. And then, as I started to see people's theories, I realized, like, Showgirl is giving Clara Bow a little bit. It's giving, like, every song she writes about being famous. What are the other ones? The Lucky One. Yeah. So those were my first impressions of the album title. The cover is a whole other story.
The cover is so sexy. Lord.
So those were sort of my first impressions about the title, and the way that she announced it. You heard the name. What were the thoughts running through your head?
Dude, honestly, I was like, okay. You want my honest opinion?
Yeah. First
Okay.
impressions. Yeah.
First impression, I was like, okay. Yeah, I can see why Taylor Swift wanted this title to be her next album. You might see my cat in just a second. Nope, psych. Okay.
Cats are welcome on this podcast.
Cats are welcome. Okay, obviously, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
so
and the other thing that I just completely neglected to mention, I love cats.
period. Yeah.
Karma's a
Karma
cat.
is a cat.
Yeah. It's now going to be outdated by 2 albums, but that's okay.
That's totally okay.
Yeah.
It's still relevant.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, I can totally see why she named it that way. Taylor Swift is our, how do I say it? She's our high school sweetheart. She low-key still lives in high school. She loves her little cutesy little names. So I was like, the life of a showgirl. Obviously, you know.
Yeah.
Like she has in her like latest album, the Tortured Poets Department. I was gonna say Society. I can't help but say that. Like High School, that song. I love that song so much.
So High
And
School.
like something like the lyrics about playing.
Touch Me All Your Bros play Grand Theft Auto.
Yes,
I
yes.
love that song too. Yeah, it's probably among my favorites on the album because
It's so
like,
good.
that to me is like have you heard the theory of that every Taylor Swift album has a song that could have been on the album previously, the album
Yeah.
before it, and one
I
that
have.
could have be on the next one. To me, So High School was giving TS12 because it's so like out. It's in between. It's sandwiched in between some really depressing songs. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like so. I'm like, okay, this has got to be the vibe of TS12.
Yeah.
Same
Okay.
with
Yeah.
sort of this like the vibe of I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. It's
Mm-hmm.
sort of upbeat, and the lyrics are like, wait a minute, she disguised a devastating song with upbeat
Exactly.
instrumentals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting because in this podcast she said that something just happened. In the podcast, she said that
Okay.
in the podcast that she said she was really looking forward to working with Max Martin and
Yeah.
Shellback again, and that you know they're obviously famous for bops like Style,
mhm.
like Space, and like Delicate, and Don't Blame Me, and so
Wildest dreams. So good.
so I feel like no, it was Max Martin who said that I love folklore,
Mm-hmm.
like, and I don't want that lyricism to like
To go away.
to go away
Yeah.
just because we're making an upbeat album. She said,
Right.
I think it's like stuck with me. I don't think I can make it leave, you know? So,
Yeah. That's what we like to hear.
yeah, that's why, you know, I have my 1989 and my folklore back here. That's the wrong direction. There we go.
Yes.
Because hopefully it's going to end up being a mix of that and it'll keep everybody happy because
Yeah.
we've sort of been missing Max Martin and Shellback.
Yeah, we have
Because,
sincerely a lot.
yeah, we love Jack and Aaron
No
in this
shade.
house, but we
No
also
shade, though.
really love Max Martin and Shellback.
Mhm,
I think if there's one lesson to take away from this, it's that we have missed Max Martin and Shellback, so welcome back, you guys.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm just really excited for TS12.
Mm-hmm. Low key, basically, we've low key missed the bops, the bangers, the
Yeah.
absolute
The
bangers.
past few years have been a little sad, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's been like chill. Her vibe's been so chill and like
Yeah.
a little bit mellow. It's been good. It's like we're just chilling, and it's peaceful. It's great. But I want to go crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
my thoughts exactly. Okay, now I think it's time to talk about the Easter eggs, right?
Yeah.
Because she has literally been sending us, and now I think what the general fan consensus is like she might have been planning this album to come out during the Midnight's era.
That's
then-
so crazy to think
And
about.
then the events of Tortured Poets happened, and so she had to push it back because Ratty Healy screwed her over.
Ratty.
So, in the anti-hero music video, and now I don't believe that I think this part is a coincidence because you can't predict like the biggest heartbreak of your life, right?
Yeah.
There is a Taylor in a sparkly orange jumpsuit.
Yeah,
and
that's
she's
a
standing
girl.
next to a Taylor in all white.
Yeah.
And some people are saying it's Showgirl and Tortured Poets, and I think they could be onto something about the one in
Yeah.
Sparkly Orange, and Tortured Poets was just sort of a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
So she literally could have been planning this era since Midnight's, which is
Yeah.
3 years ago now.
That's so crazy. Wait, Midnight's is 3 years ago? Oh my gosh, no, you're right.
22, yeah.
Wait, did TTPD, wait, yeah, okay, that's right.
Yep.
That came out in 24. So there was like a total 2 years of nothing.
So her
23 to 24,
Yeah, her
maybe.
typical album cycle would be 2 years between albums, right? But I think so much has happened in her life with the Airs tour, and like obviously we got the breakup album like out of the way. That was Tortured Poets.
Mm-hmm.
So there may not be anything about Joe or Maddie on this one. Who knows?
Yeah.
So, and then Travis and like the the Super Bowl, like so much has happened in her life. A record-breaking world tour, a
Mm-hmm.
golden retriever of a football boyfriend,
Hell yeah.
and like I think it's just seemed like she was so comfortable and happy on that podcast. Like I think we're going to be getting, for lack of a better word, a lot of tea, right on Showgirl.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about I Do with a Broken Heart music video. One other thing that I noticed is in the I Can Do It with a Broken Heart music video, it seems like they're doing some sort of behind the scenes thing, and the dancers are rehearsing with orange feathers instead of
Orange
the white
feathers.
that are, used in the actual performances, which I thought was interesting. I'm like, that in itself was an Easter egg.
Such
And
an Easter
we
egg.
did not clock that. Swifties
Mm-hmm.
did not even notice that. So there
I
have
just,
been signs.
I don't understand how, like, literally these Easter eggs are in front of us and we don't see them.
Well, in the Me music video, the word lover is right there. And didn't Swifties, like, not notice that? Look it up. So, like, that was I wasn't quite inducted into Swiftdom at the
Yeah.
time. So,
Yeah.
I wasn't part of the Swiftie universe, but I feel like I read that most Swifties did not notice that the Lover album title was literally just like right in front of your face,
Yeah.
which is so like us, right?
It's, exactly. We read too much into other things,
Yeah,
but
people
the
were
ones
doing,
that are just
like,
in front of our faces.
calculus, trying to justify a Rep TV announcement date.
Yeah.
And then Taylor Swift writes this letter. She's like, hey guys, listen. Reputation isn't even a quarter recorded. Like, it's not coming.
Oompa.
She saw us clowning and was like,
Exactly.
guys, like,
Mm-hmm.
I got my masters back. You might get rap ball tracks. You
Yeah.
might get debut Taylor's version,
Mm-hmm.
but it ain't happening. I can't
Yeah.
say king of my heart. It's like I'm not doing it, guys. So the Easter eggs go crazy. I think we'll have to have my cousin Hannah. She's been a Swiftie since like the beginning, basically.
Yeah.
Since 2007 or whatever. We'll have to have her on to explain some of the Greek mythology
Yeah.
tied
Oh.
into songs like Ophelia, because
Mm-hmm.
the main cover that we got, she is in like
Water. And
sparkly like bodysuit type thing, and she's in the water. And interesting is actually in the podcast, she said that came from. She said that was inspired by like sort of the thing that she did after every show was she took a bath, like to relax. So the album cover is her in a bathtub because that's the life of a showgirl off stage.
hell yeah.
She's like, I didn't want to show my life on stage. I wanted to sort of show what was happening behind the scenes. So that is sort of her version of the story of how the cover came to be. The other thing people were bringing up, and I, who know nothing about Greek mythology except for like a little tiny bit, did not make this connection, but the track, I think it's just called Ophelia, and then there's this picture called The Fate
Right.
of Ophelia.
Yeah.
And Ophelia in Greek mythology drowned. So there's this picture of Ophelia in like a river, and they were putting it side by side with
Yeah.
Taylor's album cover, and it was just an interesting parallel.
Definitely. Yeah, it's so interesting because that painting is like it's like an iconic piece of like art history. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's cool that she's playing into that art history.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we might have to do a second Taylor Swift episode closer to release date, and we can have Hannah hop in here, and we can
Yeah.
talk specifically about Easter eggs.
Yeah.
We sort of went over some of them today, but I would really like to hear her take on some of the stuff, and yeah, we can do that. One other thing before I forget to mention is that there were a lot of numerology Easter eggs in this podcast, right? So she and Jason and Travis are talking about numerology, and so first of all, the cute thing is when Jason asks what numerology is, Travis is like, well, 87 plus 13, that's 100. I'm 87, she's 13. You make 100. That was just the cutest thing ever. But there were a couple of numbers that were mentioned, right?
Yeah,
The first one is like right after Jason gives her that epic intro, she says, "Oh my gosh, thank you. That was so nice. Thank you for screaming for 47 seconds. for me."
seconds.
And later, when I think it was Jason who asked how many countries she went to, she said 47,000 countries, Jason. So let's start with the 47, okay? So her 47th Eras tour stop. Mind you, I did not figure this out.
Yeah.
I'm not smart enough to figure this out.
We're just reporting.
This is rehashing
Yeah.
some Easter eggs that we saw online.
Yeah.
The numerology. Levi's Stadium was her 47th tour stop. Levi's Stadium happens to be where Super Bowl 60 is being. Sorry, you were like
I love
freaking out.
it so much. Wait, what?
You were like freaking out in the background, and I couldn't keep a straight face. So
Yeah.
that's the first Easter egg about Levi's Stadium. Okay, so could be a coincidence, right? Could be. However, she also says she mentions how much that she loves to bake sourdough, and Sourdough Sam is the mascot of Levi's Stadium, where
The San Francisco 49ers.
where the Super Bowl is. Did you have to look that up?
I did. Yeah. And Santa Clara, right? Santa Clara in California.
Yes. So Sourdough Sam, Levi's Stadium, that was her 47th tour stop. She said, thinking about sourdough 60% of the time. What is coming up this coming February 2026?
Super Bowl 60!
Yep. Correct, Oakley. So those are just some interesting numerology Easter eggs that I wanted to mention. Because there's a theory that she could have been purposefully alluding to the Super Bowl in Levi's Stadium because she will be the halftime show entertainment. And now that she has all of her masters back, it literally could be a possibility, right? Because we knew that she wouldn't probably perform her songs if she didn't own her entire catalog. Now that she got it back, that's something we need to keep in mind. That is some of the other Easter eggs that I wanted to mention. that were in the New Heights podcast. Can you think of anything else?
Well, I just have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that she's gonna come out? I don't know if she said this yet, but do you think she's gonna come out with like a lead single before the album release?
That's a good question because
Yeah.
some people said that that's what they thought today's countdown was, and it was just a vinyl variant. It's hard to say if she would go back to her old rollout style because, I mean, we haven't really had an era with a lead single since Lover.
Lover.
Because then
Yeah.
she's been surprise dropping things and hitting us with double albums left and right. And
Yeah.
if we're going back to Max Martin and Shellback production, then maybe it's a possibility that she gives us a lead
Yeah.
single. I think, obviously we have the collab on the album with Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter.
Sap Carp. Sorry.
The title track, "The Life of a Showgirl," it is, I think that would probably, depending on the vibe.
I feel like that one has to have a music video. Imagine a music video with Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter
I think
doing
that would
showgirl
break the
stuff.
internet. Yeah.
That would be so crazy.
More than this
massive.
podcast already did.
Yeah,
There was a
right?
tweet from Jason that was like, wow, there's already like 1 billion of you in here, or something
Yeah.
like that. Like, we literally broke YouTube. Like, there was something technical difficulties, and I had to listen to the rest on Spotify. It was nuts. There were so many people trying to get on this podcast live and listen to it. Yeah, I think that's all of the Easter eggs well, probably not all of them, let's be honest. She's a mastermind. There's probably some that we missed, but those are all the Easter eggs, numerology-wise, pointing to the Super Bowl that we can think of. Okay. To close out today, I thought it would be fun. Obviously, on the podcast, we all heard the bread puns. We all heard how Taylor's life is sourdough right now and baking sourdough and
Yeah.
sewing little girl purses for Jason's kids.
Oh, it's so cute. So cute.
Like, that in itself is so adorable, but one of the things that people have kept talking about and kept coming up with are Taylor Swift bread puns. So we are going to do a dramatic reading of all of these bread puns. Now, on the podcast, Taylor came up with "Loafing Him Was Bread." There's that one, of course. Flower song is "This Slam His Green Door." Are you ready for it? It's a loaf story. Baby, just say yeast.
Yes, that was my favorite because I love the yeast part. It's so goofy.
I mean, yeast is so different from yes, but the fact that she came up with that.
Exactly. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
And lastly, these are, the last of Taylor Swift's puns. Should have said dough.
Also a good one.
Now, these are some of the ones that the Swifties have come up with. I found a thread on Instagram where people are essentially just tagging Taylor Swift lyrics and putting them to the theme of bread. Is that how you can say that? The theme of baking. Okay. If I'm bread to you, why are you at the bake?
Oh yeah.
I said I was gonna try not to laugh.
At the bake. Oh my gosh.
I can't. I was trying so hard to be serious. Okay. King of my tarts. Butter and rolls.
Oh my lord.
Okay. This one actually might be one of my favorites. You meet some woman on the internet and bake her scones.
Lord.
Well, you can bake me down with just one sourdough, but you don't dough what you don't dough.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one is also clever. My beloved toast and me, dipping in a brie, EATING.
Oh my lord. Yeah. Yeah.
And then this one may be kind of obvious, but baker's gonna bake.
Yeah.
So
It's classic.
that I thought would be a good way to end out this podcast. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in for our first episode.
Our
Of
first episode.
Just
We
a
gotta get
Question
a round of
podcast.
applause.
Woo! Yeah, thank you, Oakley, for joining me, and thank you guys. If you would like to see future videos, you can like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram to keep up with future videos, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Can I